Hi, welcome to Mini Shop. Today we're going to be making rock climbing earrings. Here's what you need to make these earrings. You'll need some little earring studs. I've got a video on how to do that. You'll need a toothbrush or some sort of tool like this. A potter's needle or a toothpick works great too. You'll need a little dowel tool if you want, but the toothpick can also be used for this if you don't have that, and a little knife. You can also use a butter knife, but don't use it for food after you've used it for clay if you would like. I'm going to make these colors, some green, blue, red, and yellow, just some nice little guys, and then some gray. You can mix that with white and black, of course, if you would like. I also will need some yuck clay, as I call it. This is just clay that has mixed together that I haven't wanted to be together. When I, like, for example, make a person's arm too long and I have to take a little bit off or something, but some clay has gotten in it. This is just a blob of that, because when you want to start, you'll take your hands after washing them and roll the yuck clay around. This makes sure that you don't have all these little fuzzies on your hand, because there's fuzzies everywhere all the time, it feels like. And this just helps to make sure that you don't get those little tiny hairs and particles on your clay. It's hard to avoid completely, but that's just one way to minimize it. For example, this little guy here, I like to also roll down my surface that I'm working on. You can use a piece of paper if you don't have some sort of work mat, because clay usually sticks to wood and leaves a funny residue. Also, I forgot, some sort of Clorox wipe or something, Lysol, whatever, to wipe your hands off in between each color so it doesn't bleed onto the other colors. Let's begin. I'm going to start with the simplest one, a circle. For myself, actually, I use a scale to weigh all the clay and make sure it's the same size with each earring, but you can also eyeball this. It's pretty easy to do. I like to do, for my earrings, I like to have them at 0.35 grams or 4 grams, between 0.35 and 4 grams. So I just, there it is, 0.35. I'll take each color and do that. And I'm going between the colors without wiping my hands down, because this is not fully mixing, it's just kind of barely touching the clay. But at 0.35, this one, be too big, but 0.4, let's get it down to 0.35. And if you want them a little bigger, you can do 0.4 as well. Because when we're making our earrings, we'll want to make sure they're big enough to put these little studs on. And if 0.35 is too small for yours, then you'll want to make sure that you do it 0.4 or something like that if you've got bigger ones. Okay. There, 0.35. Starting with the red circle. I like to do a circle of banana shape, a little funky triangle handhold, and another that has a fun little handhold. But what you're gonna do, you can make all sorts of shapes. Just look at the ones you want to copy and try to mold them in that regard. You're gonna take your pointer finger and your thumb, and you're going to just roll it back and forth until all of the lines are smoothed out. I guess it's hard to get the lighting good, but here, there we go. No lines down here. For example, this has lines. Like this, if it was just like that, it has lines, but if you roll it around a little bit, you won't have lines. And then once you have that, you're gonna take between your thumb and your pointer finger, and you're just gonna slightly tap, tap, tap. Tap on the sides, so kind of give it a tap around the side so that the back is gonna be flat. And then, once you have that cute little circle, I'm going to just give it one little tap in the center. And with my tool, which I'm going to wipe off on this yuck clay so it doesn't have any little hairs on it, I'm going to make some indents. You can also do this with your finger or with the tip of a pencil. That works really well also. Just going to make a couple small indents to make it kind of a lumpy circle. Just ever so slightly indent it, You don't have to be exactly even, just give it whatever strikes your fancy in regards to lumps. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tip of this. I can also do a tip of a pencil covered with plastic or tin foil or something, and just press it in there. Give it a little swirl around, and then give that a couple taps like that. I like to press it in again, and then this little tiny tool, it would be very similar to a toothpick, but I like to use this one because it's a little more it's a little bigger, and it has a little bit nicer of a curve to it. So that's the little tap. That's where the little anchor bolt is going to go out of our gray in a little bit. But first, we're going to take our toothbrush or whatever, I have no idea what this tool is called, but some sort of scratchy item, and just give it little taps all around. Now don't press deep into it, just barely, like you can even just tap your finger holding the little climbing hold onto your toothbrush. Actually, if you want, take your yuck clay and just experiment with the texture before, and then you can, especially sometimes hairs attach themselves to this sort of tool. Just experiment, see if you can get the texture you like before putting it on your little climbing hold. And just take a minute to tap, tap, tap around. And you can also do this on your work surface. It doesn't have to be on your finger. I just like it on my finger because I can bring it up closer to my face, and then I'm able to see it better. So we've got this almost fuzzy, but not quite fuzzy, little climbing hold. What we're gonna do is take our piece of gray, pinch a tiny bit off. When you're wanting to get a tiny piece, I like to just tap, tap to pinch it so it's nice and flat, and then just take a tiny bit like that, and then roll it between your fingers until it's a nice and smooth little ball, and then roll it side to side, and you'll have a tiny little oval. Tuck that into your circle, little hole right there, and if it's too big, don't tap it in before you can tell that it's the right size. I like to poke a hole in the very center of this climbing bolt hold, like so. Come out nice and crisp. All right, that's one little climbing hold. It's so cute. Next, we will have, I'm gonna do the yellow. Again, roll it between your fingers, and I did not bite my fingers down because they didn't really stick to it. So sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Depends on your clay, depends on how warm your hands are, that sort of thing. But roll it into a nice little ball, and then roll it side to side a little bit. And then once you have that, start curving it around the tip of your finger as you're rolling back and forth, just tapping, curving around your finger. And then you can use your pointer and thumb to pull it a little more, tap in the center to make it more of an indent sort of thing. And you can tap it on the top of your finger to help make that contour. As you're going along, make sure that your back is flat. This back, not your posture, but posture. Yeah, so make sure that it's flat on the back so that it will be easier for us to attach those little guys. The stud portions. Just keep tapping all around until you have a nice little banana. Same concept with this little tool. I like to press in the center, like so. Actually, if I'm super familiar with the sizing, but make sure when you're holding your little guy up that he's going to be able to fit on the back. On all of them. Again, taking my toothbrush tool and just tap it around. You'll find which angle you want is best for you as you're tapping, which look you like the best. Okay, once you've got enough texture, we will create this little guy again. A little climbing bolt hold, and pinch it off, roll it to a little ball, and side to side. So. Take your toothpick or potter's needle and a little indent. Sometimes it wants to come out. Just give it a little tiny wiggle. Alright, that's number 2. Number 3, again, roll your ball, make it nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. And then this guy, I'm gonna smash it basically the same we did with the circle, tapping around the sides, but then I'm going to press on one side with my pointer finger and thumb, press on the other side, and just slightly pull, tapping and pulling, and then I'm gonna switch to this side and curve up, and I've almost got the shape I want, but I'm gonna take this tool to do the last portions and just do a little indent on one side, indent on the other side, and then smooth it out with my finger. Smooth it out like that. And there you have one of those little holds. Make that little indent in the middle. Very nice. You're doing great. I hope you're having fun. Do that little guy, and then take our toothbrush tool. Tap it all around. Alright, here we've got our little fuzzy climbing hole. Next, get your little tiny piece, roll it. Side to side, tiny little oval, tuck it in there. Sometimes it takes a minute. Just chop it there. And sometimes it sticks to your finger, and that might happen. Just keep trying. Basically is what I do. There we go. And sometimes it needs a little encouragement to go into the hole in the right spot. Just ever so slightly tap, tap, tap. Okay, there we go. Once he's lined up, we're going to poke a hole in the center. Poking that hole. Give it a little wiggle. There we go. Lastly, this one's probably the most fun. We'll roll this guy out. Again, tap it flat, but I'm gonna tap the sides just a smidge so it's a little more ovalesque. Is that a word? I don't know. And then we're gonna take the opposite end of this guy, plop it into the center, do a little wiggle back and forth, and swirl it around to open up that little hold. I also like to take it on the back side and smooth it around, like so. Then you've got the start of your little hold here. I like to angle it, so just press any fingers together, pinch it just slightly, there like that. You can also curve these sides smooth with your little silicone dowel tool, pencil tip, or even your fingers for this guy. And then I also like to add some more little indents. Just a little lump here, a little tap there, and just like that. And then smooth those out with my fingers. It just gives it more character. And then we'll take our finger, not our finger, our tool, and poke in the center. Tap the texture on. You can just barely tap the inside here. Okay. Tap, tap, tap. Grab that tiny little piece, roll it. Insert it into the hole. Sometimes if it doesn't come off on your finger, switch fingers. Roll it into the hole like that. Take your potter's needle, insert. There you go. All right, now you have cute little climbing holds. And then I bake these guys. For my clay, it's 275 for 45 minutes. And then I attach those little stubs on the back. Your clay probably has different instructions for baking, so just read the instructions for whatever clay you use. And I have another video that I'll link below of how to insert or attach studs, earring studs. So I will leave you for now. Thanks, hope you had fun. If you've got any questions or comments, let me know below. And happy climbing!